Good morning and welcome to Carol's Kitchen. I'm Carol and I'm a Thermomix consultant based in Perth, Western Australia, and I love to bake. I think I got that from my mum because when I was a kid we always used to do lots of baking, particularly when it was raining. Today it's actually a really sunny morning, but I've still got my bake on, and this morning I'm going to make an almond and pear tart. It's from Meals in a Flash cookbook. It's really quick and easy and it's become one of my favourites. It's a very quick thing to do and it's delicious. Alright, so it's a cookie dough recipe. It's already on the screen, so let's just start cooking. Preheat the oven, that's already done. It says to grease a ceramic dish, 25 centimetres. This is actually a metal dish. It's a non-stick dish, but it's a 23 centimetre dish. I don't really think it matters that much. It's just going to affect the depth of your cake. So it's calling for 100 grams of blanched almonds. I've actually not got blanched almonds. I've used just raw almonds, so they've got their skin on. Really doesn't make any difference at all, and it's just that little bit of added fibre as well. I'm not going to put them in together. It's now 100 grams of caster sugar. You don't need to use caster sugar. Raw sugar or white sugar is fine. And 1 tablespoon of plain flour. The next step is just to mill those together. So it's going to be 10 seconds at speed 5. So the sugar that you've put in is actually going to become caster sugar in the milling. So you really don't need to start with the caster sugar. And I've just got that mixture already here because next it's going to say just transfer to a bowl and set aside. So that's my almonds, sugar and flour mix. Now we need 80 grams of unsalted butter. So this is just cut into cubes so that Thermomix can stir it a little bit more easily. It's already weighed, so it should be pretty accurate. Oh, just a little bit over, a little bit of butter, extra butters, again, not a problem. Insert the measuring cup into the mixing bowl lid, which just means put the lid on. And then we're just going to melt this. So we've got 1 minute at 90 degrees and we're just going to turn the speed to level 2. Okay. Next we're just going to add 2 eggs. Basically we're just adding all of the other ingredients. 50 grams of milk. I'm using whole milk. Could use a low-fat milk or any kind of milk. A teaspoon of natural vanilla extract, and this is just my homemade vanilla paste. Half a teaspoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt, both of which are in a little container there. Some plain flour. And the reserved almond mix. So a measuring cup, I can put the lid on, 5 seconds at speed 4. So let's pour the batter into the prepared dish and arrange some pear slices on the surface. So there we've got our batter. You know, just how quick is this recipe? It's amazing. Still a little bit of batter around those blades, which is a little bit tricky to get off. So here's your consultant tip for today. Just go to Home, select Turbo, and just give that a 1 second. Back to Home, wait for the safety arms to open. And the batter is now off the blade, so we can take the blade out and easily just scrape that last bit of batter out. And so all we have to do now is arrange our pear, and I've got some pear and apple here. Slices just around the edge of the tin. So we've got some apple and pear slices just arranged decoratively on the top. We're going to dot with a little bit of butter and sprinkle on some brown sugar. And this is just going to give the top a little bit of a crunchiness to it, and also just make it nice and buttery and a little bit caramelised as well. So now we're just going to sprinkle it with some brown sugar. That should be fine. So there we have our pear and almond tart, just ready to go into the oven. It's going to bake for about 25 minutes at 180 degrees, and you'll see it on the other side. Oh, yum. Here we go. This is freshly out of the oven. Pear and almond tart. In this case with some apples. It's really great with some plums as well. It makes such a lovely wintry dessert, really. So you can either use this hot as a dessert, great with some custard or some cream on. It'd probably go really well with some chocolate custard actually. Or you can let it cool and serve it as a cake. Right, well, thanks very much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed watching me make this pear and almond tart, and have a go yourself. Ciao for now.